folks, I know it's been over a week since we've had a episode of Pass to Save, but my running buddy, Voltiac, he's had this save for that whole time, and he's kind of run into difficulties with it. And I'm not just talking about the results on the pitch. Hello and welcome back to part 2 of Pass to Save. My name is Craig, and coming up in today's episode we have 2 games to bring you. Firstly, in the league, I keep forgetting which league it is, the Spanish 2nd Division B3 Group A, what a mouthful, against Badalona, and then an actual Spanish Cup match against Cordoba. Yes, we actually do have a cup match this season. The draw was only made a few days ago in-game. So we have a Spanish Cup to look forward to in the first round. A potentially lucrative draw could await us as long as we beat Cordoba in the first round. But since you were with me, actually no, sorry, since you were with Voltiac in the last episode, the video is on his channel. You can probably see the playlist somewhere above my head, which will show both mine and Voltiac's episodes on both our individual channels. So it'll all be in one place for you in a playlist on both of our channels actually. But back to what I was trying to say, since you were last with Voltiac on the last episode, he did play Olot and Badalona in the opening 2 games of the season, and he was going to come back for, I think, Llagostera and Barcelona B. Unfortunately, the recording and the actually no, not even the recording, the actual game file itself corrupted. So all the progress that Voltiac actually did, he had to go through the whole lot all over again from Olot and Badalona all the way through to Prat at the end, or Prat, or Pray. I don't know how you pronounce that. It could be an accent in Spanish. All the way down to the beginning of December in game he had to redo effectively. Now, we originally lost to Olot and won against Badalona anyway, so that didn't actually change. So we're just going to roll along with it like that and just pretend that nothing else actually happened. Remember that. Nothing else had actually happened beforehand, because you never saw it after Badalona. So these results have effectively left us in 5th place in the league, which I believe is the playoff stage currently, if the season were to end as it currently is, which is not good enough for FC Andorra, because the board, remember, they want us to reach the promotion stage of this season, which for us would mean we have to finish in the top 3. Now, considering we're on 16 points and Barcelona B are already running away with things at the top of the league, as are Olot actually, both of those teams are running away. So we have to catch Tarragona and Cornella in order to have any chance of finishing in that top 3. Otherwise, we could find ourselves out of a job. And it's not like the players are backing us either. Our team cohesion is average. Our managerial support is poor, so the players are not impressed with us and they might question us and our tactics at times. But the club atmosphere is very good, mainly because I just done a friendly against 4th tier Vic, another Spanish side lower than us in the Spanish tiers, which means we go into today's game with Badalona in half decent shape in terms of actual morale, which isn't too bad, but at the same time it's very precarious. So I'm going to speak more about the team anyway, and what I've found from Voltiac, what he's done in the beginning of this season throughout this first game. So in goal will be Banus, who will continue for us. Cadets, Villanova, Mantovani and Paco Torres will be our back 4. Remember, Paco Torres is our only right back. Riverola and Pedraza in central midfield, with Hevel and Monterd in the attacking wing positions, and Henry, I'm going to say Henry, because, you know, I mean, I'm an Arsenal fan, but, you know, why wouldn't I say Henry? Why would I not say Henry? And Carlos Martinez as the strikers up front. So it's been a couple of weeks since we've had an actual competitive game for this team, and that was, I think that was a victory as well. That was last, obviously, with Voltiac. So let's see if we can get a good performance out of these boys. I've not done an actual game with these guys. I only did up to the end of pre-season, and then Voltiac has had the rest of the games. So he knows these players better. I'm sorry, hang on. What? Is no one motivated? No one's motivated. What am I working with here? And what is this? What is this? Right, there we go. Oh, that's so much better. Right, let's sort this out. Andorra... Nope. Nope. Andorra stats. Yes. Body language. Badalona formation. Yeah, there we go. They're using a 4-2-3-1, weirdly enough. It's worth noting we're using a 4-2-4, which tends to be a staple... Oh, just off the post. It tends to be a staple of low league sides, I notice. And why... One director, that's why. Oh my goodness, what is this? Right, we'll leave it on key highlights because I'd actually like to get through the games. And there is Mantovani, but he just heads over. One thing I didn't actually look at was the set pieces. This episode's going to be a bit all over the place because I'm still trying to figure out where and what a lot of things are at the moment, such as the set pieces. I've not even had a look at them. I've been trying to sort out the team's morale, the team's club atmosphere, and the training performances, and the training the training schedule in and of itself. And they're off the bar again. We're getting so unlucky. But I'm just trying to figure out what is what with this team at the moment. It's almost like taking over a team midway through the season, but the signings so far are very promising for Andorra. 8 shots on goal. We've been having corner after corner, but it just feels like we can't quite get the breakthrough at the moment, and it's headed clear again. And my goodness, it just feels almost like kick and rush from Badalona. I know they're in the bottom 4. They are in a relegation battle as it stands. And that's not what I wanted to see. I don't want us just doing kick and rush. I have sort of moved our team instructions down to short. I don't know how well that's actually going to go. Oh god, it nearly fails. That's what it nearly did. But as far as the actual players go, Mantovani, he is apparently our only team leader in the entire squad. And right now he's not very happy. He believes that the squad is lacking a lot of depth. I think that was the carryover from the end of pre-season. And that's because our leading right back at the time is no longer our right back. Oh, what a save by Banuz, and that's probably why he's our #1 goalkeeper. He's played every game for us so far this season. Then again, mainly because we've only had league games. But the problem is, Mantovani is not happy, and about 8 members of the entire squad agree with him. Which is a bit of a problem, because that's 9 players who are not happy, and we only have a squad of 22. We could try and get rid of Mantovani in the summer, but not the summer, in January, but then we need someone else who's actually going to replace him. Now, potentially, I've identified a few players who I might be able to bring in January, but it really depends. Oh gosh, that's not a good sign. It really depends. One of them I was about to say was injuries, and that right there, that's going to keep him out for a good 3 weeks. Savano is going to come on to replace Monterd, and that's... Oh my goodness, is there no one better than him? No. No, there's no other right midfielders in the squads. It's that entire right-hand side. So right back, there is one who's going to come in. I'm going to introduce him after this game. One that Voltiacs has already arranged. I'm also looking at another right midfielder as well, and another right back as backup to the backup, if you will, or even just a backup to our starting right back, if you will. Right, nothing is actually happening in this second half, so let's see if we can just change things up a little bit. Villanova, you know what, Villanova is going to come off. Cadet can go into defence. Herrera can go on at left back. Aguado can probably come on. For Pedraza, yeah, he's fine. He can go on as a ball-winning midfielder. I was actually kind of horrified when I saw Voltiacs, sorry man, but you were playing with 2 deep-lying forwards up front. I don't know what that was about. Clearly, it worked to an extent. But... Really? I don't know. Maybe you thought that would work. Clearly, it did work to an extent. I can't be too harsh, but... I don't know. I was kind of horrified looking at that. I'm just thinking that means you've effectively got no one up front. Because no one is going to be completely in the box. But I've done some stuff like that as well before. I've done 2 target men at one point. Very, very close there. I did 2 target men once or twice before, and that was the worst mistake of my life. As far as Football Manager goes. Right, Martin, into Hevel. If we could just create that one opening, that might be enough. And there is Hevel. Oh, he just got blocked off. I don't know what it is with Football Manager recently. In all my saves, Players will get in those positions and they just can't pull the trigger quick enough. Too slow, it just allows any defender just to get back. Riverola, who's just headed it in! Or rather, it was Mantovani who heads it in. 86 minutes on the clock. Riverola with a great corner. I'll get my set pieces right. And is there no highlights? Oh, replays are all off. Right, that's why. Sorry, we're not going to see that replay, but you know what? That's fine. We're 1-0 up. If you want to see it again, pause the game. Pause the video, sorry, and just go back and have a quick look. Because Mantovani with a deft little header into the bottom corner. And if we can just hold out here, it will be a sweet, sweet victory in the third in a row. I will take that for my first game with this squad. Well done, lads. That will only do wonders for us in the team cohesion, the club atmosphere, and them just generally looking at us, myself and Voltiacs, as a manager who actually gets what they're doing. We're still 4 points behind Tarragona, but we keep ourselves in the conversation. Monterd is out for 5 to 6 weeks. That's a bit of a shame. I mean, yeah, it's 5 to 6 weeks. That's not ideal. We don't have that many players who can actually play on the right hand side. Solid start. And before we get to the next game, actually, I'll just show you. Oh, he's not coming in. He's not coming yet. But this is the player that Voltiacs has lined up for January. Another right back, Hoseda, a player who I've actually had my eye on in my Unemployed to Legend save that I'm doing on YouTube as well. Very good decision making for right back. He can also play centre back as a sort of backup. At 6 foot, he's not out of the conversation to be able to do that. So as far as I'm concerned, a solid loan signing if we can get him in and we can register him. I'm quite happy. On to the cup. Right, before we get into the cup game, it's worth pointing out that on my profile, or rather mine and Voltiacs' profile, of course we're still half a star, but I'm only just now putting us onto a course to do our National C licence, as in the lowest licence that is available in the game. It's only taken about 4 months, but now we might actually be able to get to a point, hopefully soon, where we actually have some reputation in the game and the players might actually start respecting us, because without any qualifications, the players are going to be like, are you sure you know what you're doing? Well, no, we don't. And we're just kind of winging it at the moment. So this is the 11 that we're going to be sending out for winging it. In fact, Ratti can go in goal. Banners has played every single game so far, but Nico Ratti has started to become a little bit annoyed that he's not getting any game time. So you know what? This is a player who's played games before for this team. In fact, he almost started his career with FC Andorra, and he's come back to us a couple of years ago. So let's give him a chance. He's 27 years old. He's actually got some good attributes on him. So let's see what he can actually do. Why is he defend? I was going to say, I don't know why I have a sweeper keeper on support. So Ratti in goal, and it'll still be Cadet, Villanova, Mantovani and Paco Torres in defence. Riverola and Aguado in this case will be in midfield. Havel and Serrano of course in for the injured Monterd on the right wing. And Carlos Martinez and Henri again, but this time just swap the other way around. Let's just see if that will actually make a difference. Carlos Martinez, apparently he's quite good in several roles, including deep line forward. So let's have a quick look and see if he's going to be any good. Henri, on the other hand, apparently he can be deep line forward, but I don't know. It feels a bit more convincing as an advanced forward. Well, certainly as far as his attributes go. So let's just have a see if this is going to work. We are playing Cordoba, who are at the same level as us. They used to be a La Liga team back, I think, 5-6 years previously. But they have since fallen on hard times. Since they got relegated from La Liga, they've just been on a downward spiral, it seems. But we're playing a team who are apparently in freefall since relegation. So let's just see. Whoops, did I accidentally cancel that? Yes, I did. Let's just see if we could potentially pick up a decent result against them. In fact, you can tell they used to be a big team. Look at their stadium. It's absolutely massive. It's the biggest stadium I think we've played in, certainly in this save so far. And I say that based on the fact that I've only played one game and I've seen 2 of Voltiacs games more than anything else. I can imagine had we actually played FC Barcelona, We would have been playing at like the new camp or something like that. I actually don't know. Do FC Barcelona play at the new camp? I thought he just missed the ball there, by the way. That midfielder. No idea who that was. And that is Martinez, who is offside. Yep, I called that. As soon as I saw him swinging for the ball, he was offside. Very, very good. What's it called? Volley, by the way. And replays are still not on. So goals and tight offside. Goal line technology, not gold line technology. In fact, as well, let's put disallowed goals and disallowed offside goals on as well, because we want to see the controversy. We want to see if something was actually offside and not just leave it to the discretion of the referee. We have to scrutinise every referee the chance that we get. And here is Henry with the ball on the right hand side. It's far too wide for my liking. Serrano just plays it off nicely into Riviera. There is Henry, who should have finished the ball. Should have finished with a goal. Unfortunately, he couldn't find the back of the net, and I'm not too sure. I mean, it's only been one chance for him, really. Where does he prefer playing? He's right only, so I'm guessing that will mean he prefers... Oh, he has no side preference. But preferably, he would obviously be on the right-hand side, because, of course, if you're right-footed, you can shoot across the keeper if you're playing on the right-hand side. Another chance here, potentially, for us. Carlos Martinez, Riverola. And here is Henry, and Henry has finally found the net. A very good heading goal, his third of the season. And Riverola again proving himself to be more than capable of providing a variety of assists. He's providing assists from corners, he provides assists from open play. And a very well done, very deft header from Henry himself. And is there a question of offside here? No. No, he was nowhere near offside. Nowhere near offside. And we go in at the break 1-0 to the good. Very good performance thus far. Let's keep up in the second half. A cup match is also very good, just to give some players who have sort of been on the fringes of the squad some game time. Just see what they're about and just see if they're going to be able to offer anything to us in the second half of this season. Players like Serrano, he's coming in obviously for an injured Monterd. And let's see if he can actually provide something good. Speaking of the ban, there he is on the ball, and there he is losing the ball. That's not a good sign. That was not what I imagined at all. But then he's not that good, so let's be honest with you. He's certainly not as good as like a Monterd. And this is going on for a long time, and yeah, it was coming, unfortunately. When highlights go that long, you know a goal is coming. And it doesn't help we've got a player like Serrano just losing the ball on the right-hand side in a very, very stupid position. And they just kind of carved us open. We gave away a load of space right there. And unfortunately, Samu just had the free reign of the penalty area to do whatever he wanted. And we are going to make a couple of substitutions. I don't know if this goes to penalty straight away or if it goes to a replay. Mantovani has played a lot of football, I imagine, recently. So we're going to bring Verdes on instead. And who else is looking for an opportunity? Paul Martinez. He's actually a young player. A youth player who we can't play in the league because he's not registered. But we can play him in the cup games. So let's give him a run out here. And who else am I looking at? Pedraza? No, we'll leave him for the moment. I'll give Aguado a little bit more time to see if he can make an impression in this match. I'm still trying to figure out who's good for what role, in all fairness. But I have no idea if this goes to penalty, sorry, extra time or not. Let's have a look. Villanova might come off. Alex Pastor is going to come on. I think we still get 5 substitutions. I didn't look at the actual rules before this. So Pedraza is going to come on as that ball-winning midfielder for Aguado. And there's a lot of players just tiring now. Havel, Riverola, all tiring. We've got 1 substitute left. And we're about to find out if this goes to extra time. Yes, it does. So, it continues. It continues. He's demotivated. Why are you demotivated? Is it just purely because I've got less coaching qualifications than a grassroots coach? Is that the actual reason? Martinez is also shattered. Where's Martin? Or Martin? David Martin. It could be David Martin for all I know, but I'm not. You know what? I don't know. I'm just going to stick with Martin. Mainly because English people are just not very good at pronouncing other people's names in other languages in the first place. Could be Martin, could be Martine. I have zero idea. Riverola with the corner, and it's just been cleared, but Riverola will clean up, hopefully put it back into the box. He plays it into Verdes, who's playing very far upfield. Pedraza. He finds Martin on the left-hand side, just keeps the ball in, very good. Cadet, Riverola! Oh, he can't run in, what? Oh, Henri must have... Henri touched it. Did he need to touch it? And why has Cadet's name changed to a K, by the way? Henri touched it. I don't know if he needed to touch that. Why is Cadet's name changed to a K, by the way? I swear his name was a C. I'm very confused. I'm going to have to look that up afterwards. Meanwhile, Pau Martinez plays right past another another defender, and it's just over. I think that was Martinez. It certainly wasn't Henri. There is Cadet. It's gone back to a C now. Let's have a look at this. Enrique Lopez Fernandez, but his name is Cadet. What? That's not his nickname. We haven't changed his name or anything. It's showing up as a C on here. But he's actually a K. Okay, I'm just a little bit confused about that. And the ball has just been cleared. Pedraza now driving it forward. If he can find a not offside player. No, he goes it alone and he just couldn't finish it. I was about to say pass it to either... I'm going to guess that's Henri because he was in an offside position again. Riverola with the corner. Can he find one of our players' heads? No, he can't. Mantovani is off, by the way. I've just realised. Verdes will be in his position. I don't know how tall Verdes is. Cleared again. We're kind of laying siege to Cordoba at this point. There is Paco Torres on the right hand side. If he can just play someone in. Martinez back to Torres, and there. Oh, Martinez, I thought he had scored that, but it's just saved by what? IAM. Is that basically I am? What are the names? What's going on with the names in this match? Martin on the left hand side, still got the ball into Riverola. Blocked in. Thank goodness, Pedraza. There were so many players in the box. I'm just thinking one of them has to just put it in the back of the net. Martin does very well to hold on to the ball here. Robles nearly won it, but he does well to hold on. Riverola with the original shot. Blocked. Pedraza gets on the end of it and sticks it in the back of an empty net. Relief. Now, if we can just hold on, hopefully, that would be wonderful. We have a corner here. Riverola. A third goal here for us would seal the deal. Riverola. Oh, lovely finish. David Martin. It is Martine. Sorry, I've just seen the accent on the I. It is David Martine. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That was what we needed. We've taken a fairly big scalp here, actually. A former La Liga side in Cordoba. And I don't know when the big teams actually enter the competition. It could be the second, third or fourth round for all I know. But right now, hopefully we will be on for a massive victory. Oh, just wide from Cordoba there. I don't know how tall our defenders are at this point and right about now. All I care about is just seeing out this match. Let's just lower the tempo down a little bit. And that should see us nicely through 3-1 after extra time. I don't know when the next draw for the next round will be, actually. So let's just have a quick look. And we might get lucky. Could be in this... In this episode, I just saw Alaves just smacked a team like 9-0, which is horrendous. The draw is tomorrow, so we will come back for that and see who we get in the next round. Alright, it is the second round of the Spanish Cup draw, and by the looks of it, 56 teams are going to the hats, including Atletico Madrid Sevilla as well. Oh boy, we are getting some of the big boys in here. Let's just have a look there. And there's Atletico Madrid. I would love to get them away. If we do draw them away, that will easily be the next episodes. And just having a look. Real Hispales as well are in. I don't think Barcelona are in this, nor Real Madrid. Villarreal's in it. Valencia is in it. Right. This is going to be very interesting. In fact, we're not going to do automatic draw. We'll be here all day. So, we're not going to get Sevilla. We're not going to get Espanyol, even though they are La Liga 2 effectively. Coruña. Deportivo got Atletico. That is a shame. We could still get Villarreal or Valencia. We're not getting Real Hispalis. I forgot about them. Levante. They're Division 1, but they're not as big. Olot got Valencia. Alright, Villarreal. No, never mind. We're not getting Villarreal. We're not getting Las Palmas. Who are we going to get then? Who's actually left? Alave are still Division 1. They're the team who smacked. Who did they smack? 9-0, by the way. Rafal. No idea who they are. We could still get Eibar from La Liga. Huesca. Granada, be a decent one, I suppose. Valladolid and Vigo. Celta Vigo. Right, not Vigo. Why are we all the way near the bottom? Alright, here we go. We got a home tie. Alaves, Huesca, or Granada. One of those. Huesca. Okay, Huesca. Right. That's a big tie. And that's exactly what we're going to come back for in the next episode. So we'll be back at the beginning of January for Huesca and Espanyol B. Folks, if you've enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button. Also, if you could do the same for my friend Voltiac, he's also doing the series on his other channel. And I will be passing the save over to him once I've done my part. So probably the end of this current season / group stage, which is probably another 9 or 10 games anyway. So if you subscribe to his channel, you can also keep up to date with his parts of Pass the Save as they happen. But for now, the next episode will be on this channel. So make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. Make sure you smash it down below to keep up to date with the whole series. Thank you all so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.